Hello and welcome back. Our kitchen is where most of our days begin and end. It's where everyday meals come together, routines are built, and small details make a big difference. Over the years, my kitchen has evolved into a space that's not just about cooking, but about making everyday life easier and more organized. And if you have been watching my videos for a while, you will know that one of the things I get asked about the most is not just what I cook, but what I use in my kitchen. So today I am finally sharing the top 10 kitchen items that you have asked me about again and again across my videos, in comments, DMs and messages. I'm starting this list with something many of you recently noticed when I did my pantry reset: the labels. These labels are from Amazon.in, and this is something I always carry with me from India whenever I travel. And there is a very simple reason for that. They are lightweight and completely hassle-free to carry, and most importantly, they include almost all Indian pantry essentials, from dal and flours to spices and grains. I've also tried buying pantry labels locally, but you will often find many basic Indian ingredients are missing from the list, so I prefer buying it from India. Pantry labels instantly add a clean, aesthetic look to your jars, while also making every ingredient easy to spot at a glance. Over the years, I have experimented with different shapes, sizes, fonts, and styles: round, square, mini, bold. I have tried quite a few, but the ones I'm currently using and the white ones are by far my absolute favorite. They're clean, easy to read, stick really well, and most importantly, they make the pantry look organized and functional, which is exactly what I love. The next item on my list is something you often see in my cooking videos, and that's stainless steel cookwares. For everyday cooking, I absolutely love using stainless steel, and over time it has become my go-to choice in the kitchen. One of the biggest reasons is that how easy it is to maintain. It can handle high heat, it doesn't stain easily, and most importantly for me, it's dishwasher safe, which honestly makes a huge difference in everyday cooking. I use these cookwares for almost everything. Once you get used to it, it's very versatile and dependable. The only thing to keep in mind is to invest in good heavy bottom pots and karais. The cheaper ones are usually light bottom, which often results in food sticking to the pan, especially Indian style cooking. The brands that I have personally used and loved so far include the Indus Valley, Borosil, and IKEA. Each one of them has held up really well with regular use and fits perfectly into everyday Indian kitchen. So if you're looking for cookware that's durable, healthy, low maintenance and practical for daily cooking, stainless steel is definitely something I would recommend. Another stainless steel item I get asked about a lot is my pressure cooker. It's from Hawkins. I have both the 2-liter and 3-liter versions bought from Amazon India before moving to Ireland, and I have been using them ever since. Last summer, I picked up this set of 3 stainless steel pots with lids from Amazon. They're induction compatible and extremely handy for everyday tasks like boiling milk or soaking dal or lentils. I will link all the details in the description in case you want to check it out. While we are talking about stainless steel, this induction-based tadka pot is also something you ask about a lot. It's heavy bottomed, induction compatible, and dishwasher safe. Exactly what you need for everyday cooking, especially for tempering dals and curries without any hassle. While talking about kitchen products, I have to talk about another product that gets asked about very often, the spice boxes. These honestly deserve a special mention in the list. I've been using both of these spice boxes for over 3 years now, and they have worked beautifully for my everyday cooking needs. The stainless steel masala dabba is where I store all my regularly used ground spices, things I reach for daily while cooking. What I absolutely love about this box is that each inner container comes with its own lid and a transparent top, which makes it extremely convenient to identify spices quickly while cooking without opening everything. Honestly, it saves a lot of time and keeps things organized, especially when you are cooking Indian meals regularly. The wooden spice box, on the other hand, is where I store my whole spices. I love the transparent lids of both the spice containers as I can just see what's running low and can quickly make a shopping list while refilling them, which totally saves me from multiple grocery runs. An important thing to mention, it works really well for me because the climate here is not humid at all, so the spices stay dry and fresh. That said, I always recommend considering the weather conditions of the place you live in before buying wooden containers. In humid areas, moisture can easily affect spices and reduce their shelf life. And the small spice containers with bamboo lids hold all the additional extra spices, keeping everything neatly organized and easy to grab while cooking. With the wind blowing in your hair, we can look back someday. Coming up next is something I get asked about regularly, my ceramic jars. These aren't just functional storage containers, they're also really pretty and decorative. This one is from Amazon.in and I mostly use it for storing pickles. But they are not just for storage. You can sort your favorite things in them and display them on the countertop, dining table, or coffee table, and they instantly elevate the look of the space. The ones I'm showing here are from Aldi, a local store. I usually use them to store snacks, and I have even used the green one as a salt container. They're that versatile, practical, beautiful, and they really add a little charm to any corner of your kitchen or home. And these smaller jars I use for pickles, soaking nuts, and I have even used them as vases during Diwali to add that traditional touch. If you're enjoying homemaking content like this, please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. It will mean a lot. These jars with wooden lids are from a local store, Dunn's, and they come with a rubber valve that makes them nearly airtight. I regularly use them to store nuts, cookies, and other snacks. Just add a pantry label and you can customize them for anything, while also displaying them beautifully on the countertop. The floral red ones are used to store almonds and walnuts, and I display them on a corner shelf on the countertop. Simply rotating these jars every now and then can refresh the look of the entire kitchen instantly. A lot of you have noticed these cookwares in my videos and asked about it. These are enamel coated Dutch oven cast iron cookwares. I bought this particular set from a local store, Aldi, and I absolutely love cooking in them because they are not just great cookware but also work beautifully as serveware. Having said that, cast iron does come with a couple of drawbacks. One is the maintenance. They are not dishwasher safe, so you do need to wash them by hand every time. And of course, the weight. Cast iron is quite heavy, so it does need a bit of care while handling. Another cast iron item I get asked about a lot is this tawa. I use it regularly for making everyday chapatis and parathas. This one is induction compatible and I picked it up from Amazon India. Talking about kitchen essentials, these two are quite popular. My stainless steel roti casserole and the mortar and pestle. I got the roti casserole from Amazon.in, and it's not just functional, but its design gives it a perfect balance of aesthetics and practicality. The chapatis stay hot for a while, and it even has a rubber padding at the bottom to protect the countertop. I usually wash it by hand, and it's perfect for serving chapatis directly at the table. Another tool that I use regularly is my mortar and pestle from IKEA, which has been with me for a long time. I use it for grinding whole spices, and it's really sturdy and reliable for everyday use.
Tell me what it's like to be circling among the clouds.
A lot of you have asked where I store extra rice and atta. So I use these mason jars, which have a 1.9-liter capacity, making them perfect for storing larger amount of staples. They do have a rubber seal on the lid, but they aren't completely airtight. And these big size containers are used for excess rice and atta, and I store them in the utility room. They're also from IKEA. The wide mouth makes it super easy to refill the mason jars without any spillage, which is such a time saver. They're simple, practical, and really help keep the pantry organized.
Feels like I can fly. You can take me high. I can see the sun staring at you.
I also use the mason jars to store homemade pickles, washing pots, and detergent. They're really versatile and help keep everything neat and organized around the kitchen and the utility area. Another kitchen item I get asked about a lot is my oil jars. I love switching them from time to time to refresh the kitchen look. Rotating between them not only keeps things practical but also adds a fresh, stylish touch to the countertop.
There's something about the way he talks to me, how he talks to me now.
This is another favorite in my kitchen. Not only functional, but I also love placing it on the countertop because it adds a touch of style to the kitchen. I'm talking about the knife block from IKEA. It keeps all my knives organized, safe, and easily accessible while I cook. The block also protects the blades and helps them stay sharp longer. What I love most is that it looks elegant on the countertop, so even when it's just sitting there, it adds a clean and organized vibe to the kitchen. The next item I'm showing is my soap dispenser from Amazon paired with these slate trays. These trays are extremely handy in the kitchen because they catch any excess water and dry off quickly, keeping the sink area neat and clean. I also love the versatility and use these white ones in the bathroom. They're simple, practical, and really help keep both the kitchen and the bathroom organized while adding a little touch of style. Little touches like these not only keep your kitchen organized and functional, but they also add a bit of style and charm that makes cooking feel even more enjoyable. Thank you for watching. I hope these tips and kitchen finds inspire a little charm in your own space. If you enjoy practical kitchen content like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye. Happy homemaking.